So what I was saying to you that, so when Allah gave us these options, would they create by nothing? Of course, nothing is not even a thing, let alone to create, yeah?
Okay.
The second option is, did we create ourselves? That is a law of contradiction, that is illogical. What it means, in order for me to create myself, I have to exist.
Okay.
If I already exist, there's no point to create myself. I've already exist. You understand? So the last option, we must have a creator.
I see.
Okay? Now, we can see the effects of the creator's wisdom on our creation. Let me give you an example. You have a nose next to your mouth. Before you eat, you smell food. You have eyebrows above your eyes because what? Sweat contains salt. If it keeps going to your eye, it will cause damage. Okay? So you have a joint in your elbows. You have a teeth in your mouth because you chew food. That indicates you've been created by a creator who has a will, has a wisdom, has ability. So you can see there's a structure. You can see you've been programmed and organized. You understand? Likewise, the universe, yeah? So do you agree with that so far?
I do, yes.
Yeah, no doubt. The second stage now will be, if every part of our body has a purpose, your eyes has a purpose, my eyes has a purpose. Come here, don't worry, you're not going to have the camera. Okay, I'm going to be quick. Okay?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying, what they call it, your eyes has a purpose, your kidney has a purpose, your heart has a purpose. What about you as a whole? We must have a purpose. You understand? Makes sense? So now, how from Islamic perspective, we say based upon the God's wisdom and justice and mercy, He sent the prophets and messengers to teach us about our purpose. However, when He sent them, He gave them something that differentiated them from the rest of the people. For you and I to recognize between a true prophet and a false prophet. For example, bro, imagine a person comes now, he says, you know what, I'm a messenger from the Queen. I'm going to say, no, where is your proof?
Yeah.
Because the Queen has something that she gives to her messengers or ambassadors, you know?
Yeah.
Likewise, when the creators and the prophets and messengers, firstly, they are known to be trustworthy, truthful, and honest. Likewise, they come with the prophecies. Prophet Muhammad prophecies, one of them, there's many, I'm going to give you some, yeah? One of them, he said, you will see the barefoot Arab man, the Bedouins, Arabs, yeah? In the desert, they will start competing in building tall buildings. Start competing in building tall buildings. Let me ask this question. Where is the tallest building in the world?
America? No, Dubai.
Dubai, you're right, bro. You got it, man. I spoil you for that. Dubai, you're right. And now, who's competing with them? Saudi. So the question you ask yourself, bro, how man that existed 1,400 years ago was able to prophesy something that we can observe with our own eyes? What I liked about you, you said I'm agnostic, but I want proofs.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now. I'm giving you intellectual proofs and tangible proofs. The tallest building in Dubai is a tangible proof that a man existed 1,400 years ago. Another prophecy, Prophet Muhammad said, interest will become widespread. Even if you are not involved directly, it will affect you.
That's true.
Okay, now if you open a bank account, by default, you involve in interest. Again, bro, how man existed 1,400 years ago was able to prophesy something that we can observe right now? Because, and I'll give you this to conclude with, yeah? Islam came to preserve 5 things, 5 necessities, yeah? Islam came to preserve religion. What does that mean? Means that paganism, polytheism, atheism is forbidden in Islam. Why? Because it turns you away from your creator. You start following your desires. And when you start following your desires, today you say it's okay, tomorrow you change your mind. Because our desires is subjective, yeah? Second thing, Islam came to preserve intellect. That's why alcohol is forbidden. Islam came to preserve wealth. That's why interest and gambling is forbidden. Islam came to preserve family bondage, yeah? That's why fornication, adultery is forbidden. So when you look what Islam came to preserve, look at the opposite. Now let me ask you, is alcohol good for us or bad? Alcohol, yeah. Is it good or bad?
It's bad.
It's bad. Bad for us individually and collectively. Yes? Now, gambling, is it good or bad? It's bad. Gambling collectively and individually. Interest, you know what is it? Imagine, interest to make the rich richer and poor poorer.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. Because why? So few people, they're going to utilize the wealth of the world to make people poorer just for their own sake. It's bad, no doubt about that. Okay, now the other one, which is fornication, adultery, breaks people's families. It's very bad, no doubt about that. So we are in a societies, not just allow it, they promote that, they encourage it. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Even though these 5 things I've mentioned called destroyers of societies, the 4 things I've mentioned about gambling, interest, and all of them goes back to what? When you do not worship God correctly. When you have no guideline, you will destroy yourself without you knowing. So now, okay, if this is bad, and we know Islam came to preserve these 5 things, which is good for us individually and collectively, so why some people hate Islam? I would tell you there's 2 types of people who hate Islam. Either they are ignorant about Islam, they've been brainwashed, or those who are in power, who are making money from the suffering of the people. So they look at Islam as a threat. They're going to make them bankrupt. So I'm going to utilize my wealth to make you look bad, even though you come in with something good. So this legislation that Islam came with, who came with it? Prophet Muhammad, who existed 1,400 years ago, who couldn't read and write. He came with this perfect legislation. And we have these politicians who study in the best universities, but they cannot resolve the problems that we are facing with. Because that man clearly said he was a messenger of the Most High.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
It is, yes.
I'll tell you, brother, let me give you an example. Imagine I said, bro, I've been speaking to you for quite long.
Yeah.
You're a very good person. I'm a billionaire. I'm going to give you £2 million as a gift. Don't worry, you're not going to, as a gift from me. Yeah? What would you say to me at least? What would you say?
Why?
No, would you say thank you?
Yeah.
Of course, at least. I'm going to say, listen, I'm a billionaire. I don't want nothing from you. I have too much money. I'm just giving them away.
Yeah.
You, £2 million for you. What would you say to me at least?
I would say thank you.
Thank you. Would you remember me all the time?
I would, yeah.
Of course, £2 million is big money, bro.
Yeah,
You're going to buy a nice house. Yeah. But bro, now if I'm going to give you £2 million on the condition, give me your 2 eyes. No go. Why? Because your 2 eyes is more valuable than anything else.
Yes,
so why we are not grateful and remember the one that gave us eyes for free?
That's true.
Make sense?
It does, yes.
You know, imagine you're in a house. I'll give you another example. Imagine you're in a house and you are surrounded with the fire. May Allah forbid, yeah? Okay. There's a fire everywhere in your own room. Yeah. You try your best to save yourself. You try, but then you gave up. And I came and I saved your life. What would you say to me?
I'd be grateful.
I'd be great. You're going to remember me all the time, bro.
Yes, you saved my life.
You save your life. You're not going to say to me, Shamsi, let me think if I say thank you or not. You're going to say, Shamsi? Definitely, yeah?
As soon as you save me.
That's it.
Yeah.
So why you are not grateful and remember who gave your life for free?
Yeah, that's true.
You see? Yeah. And now the second question, if you want to buy a gift for your mother, would you buy a gift that you love or your mother love?
Same with my mother.
Your mother. Likewise, yes, you want to be grateful. Naturally, I want to be grateful to my Creator. Okay. I want to be grateful to the one who created me. But now, I want to do it according to His way, not according to my way. Because His way is objective, my way is subjective. And this is the beauty of Islam. It makes sense. It's clear. There's only one God. Worship one God. Bro, how old are you, by the way? 20. How many people your age and my age have passed away? How many people leave the house and never come back? How many people went sleep, they never wake up? You know, nothing is guaranteed in this life except death. And sometimes you can have your best friends that will block you from worshiping your Creator. You understand? Yeah. So what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it's clear to you, I'm inviting you to become a Muslim. You don't have to become a scholar in Islam, but if it makes sense and it resonates with you, and you say, you know what, it makes sense. Islam, because like I said, what is Islam? Submission to my Creator, submit to Him according to His will. That's the 2 pillars of Islam. When someone becomes Muslim, there's no one worthy of worship except Allah and Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. Meaning that I'm going to worship my Creator according to His will. You know, and what Prophet Muhammad told us, when a person wants to accept Islam, there will be many barriers. You understand? But remember, like I said, when you die and I die, your friend, your wife, your sister, your mother, they will not come with you inside the grave.
That's true.
You will be put in the grave by yourself, and people will leave you. So you know, one of the scholars of Islam said, "O son of Adam, you came this life by yourself, and you will leave it by yourself, and you're going to stand before the Creator by yourself." Like I said, we can see the effect of the Creator, His attributes, mercy, wisdom, likewise anger. That's why based upon His mercy, He created paradise. Based upon His anger, He created the hellfire. However, God is the most just. And the biggest crime against God, when we turn away from Him. So what I'm saying, bro, if it makes sense to you, look, just those 5 things that Islam came to preserve. Is if we preserve them, we'll have good society. People are committing suicide. You know what they say? They say the country that have a good life is Switzerland and Japan. Yeah. But guess what?
The highest suicide rates.
Bro, you know that, man? Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah. You, mashallah, you know. So how they having a happy life? How they gonna, you know why? And Allah mentioned that in the Quran, when you turn away from your God, you have a miserable life.
That's true.
You understand? Yeah. So when you look to Islam, look, Islam, the first pillar is the Shahadatan, which is no one worthy of worship except Allah, Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. Then what is it? The prayer. Prayer is good for you. Imagine I said to you, bro, come to my house. Every time you come to my house, I'll give you £2 million. You understand? I'm going to come to the house.
Yeah.
So but imagine when you pray, getting the reward, appreciating your Creator. Likewise, charity. Many people complain about poverty, but in Islam, there's a solution. Yes, solution, Islam. Islam, you have, likewise, Let me give you something else about Islam, what is so special, and all this system that we live in our time, democracy and so on, what is corrupted, yeah? In this country, around the world, rape is illegal.
Yes.
Correct?
Indeed.
Drugs is illegal.
Yes.
Okay? Gangster, fighting, stabbing each other is illegal, yeah? But on the other hand, they bring singers who promote and glorify.
Really need to
Yeah, just one thing.
No, we really.
We're gonna finish it. Sorry, we're gonna finish it.
Right,
I have
we
respect.
really need to
You
go
come.
now.
Just one.
Okay,
Yeah.
we do.
No, no, no.
I got the leaflet. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
In fact, I want to become Muslim right now before you go.
I got a train to catch.
All right, no problem. My brother,
Thank you very much. Thank
take
you.
care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, inshallah. You know,
We are.
let me give you a book, take with you. Let me just give you a book. Quick. Because she has to go. Brother, it makes sense to you, know?
Yes. No. I'll look into it. It's a big thing to do, but I will.
No doubt about that. You know, my wife, she's a rivet. You know, and I have brother rivet. But it was nice talking to you, bro.
Also,
Yeah.
you're really famous. You're from London.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yes,
I
yes.
have seen you on Facebook.
Yeah. So what about you? Don't have to go, so I don't want to hold you. You know, it's gonna look bad of holding you. But I would love to speak to you longer. But because you have to go.
Do you have social media?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you my channel. Look, one
Yeah,
second.
he's on YouTube.
Go. Alhamdulillah, look, he became Muslim. He became Muslim. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. 1 second, yeah? I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it Instagram?
Yeah. Okay. Let us go to search.
Sorry.
Yeah.